Hello, everybody. Good morning and welcome to the Grange CC Headteacher CU Assembly. We are well into 2022. Can you believe it? So, people of Grange in year 1 and year 2 in Key Stage 1, we know what we're about at Grange. We know that the G for Grange stands for a great caring attitude. We really do care. We want to do our best. The R from Grange stands for we're really trying our best. The A from Grange stands for we're always learning. It doesn't feel so nice if we make a mistake. But when we make a mistake, we know what do we do with our mistake. And I hope everybody listening to this assembly knows the answer. What do we do if we make a mistake? We learn from it so that we improve. So we're always learning, especially from our mistakes. And the other G in Grange, what are we going for? We're going for improvement and progress. We don't worry about what anybody else gets in terms of their academic results or how well they're doing. We ask, am I improving? Am I making progress? And if you're not sure, remember to always check with your teacher. Go to your teacher and say, teacher, educator, I want to improve. I want to make progress. How do I do it? And they will help you, because that's what the adults at Grange are all about. The E from Grange is about education. So everything that we get in our education, our great education at Grange, we use it to help us to make good choices, to do good listening, to use kind words, to use kind hands for great actions, to have confidence and consideration. And we know the N from Grange, I didn't forget it. We never give up because we are CC learners, and we say sí, vamos, which means in Spanish, let's go. So that's us at Grange, and we know that our true strength is not just our muscles, very important to be healthy, but it's deep inside us when we are always aiming to be our best, our character, that's when we're our character, who we are, being our best. That's the true strength. And at Grange, we know we have our CC way. We give ourselves confidence boosts. We don't let anybody tear down our confidence. We give ourselves confidence boosts. We care about ourselves and give ourselves love and look after ourselves. And we have consideration. We care for everybody around us in the world, and we want to do kindness and make the world a better place through our great actions. Get some Grange pupils of power, Grange people of power, have given us hope. Well, Miss Joshi and Miss Mina have been absolutely brilliant this week, because lots of Grange adults have unfortunately not been able to come to work. Maybe they're ill, or their family are ill, or not so well. But the Grange adults who are here in the school are just working so hard to make sure that the children just get a great education. So Miss Joshi and Miss Mina, you've been helping the classes where the teachers and educators are not able to come into work. Let's give them a superhero round of applause. Thank you, Miss Joshi. Thank you, Miss Mina. John Lennon class, gosh, I absolutely love seeing your brilliant CC walking. I'm hoping that if I'm showing a visitor around the school, and I think I'm going to have some visitors pretty soon to school, I just hope, whoever they are, my visitors, that I can just say, they'll say to me, wow, look at that walking. I'll say, yes, that's brilliant CC walking. So John Lennon class, thank you so much for your brilliant CC walking. Other classes, just keep going. It'll keep impressing me. And try and remember when I see you how brilliant you are. Rumi class, you have such lovely positive energy. And even though Miss Shah hasn't been able to come in this week, you have just been so wonderful, so focused on your learning. It didn't stop you that your teacher isn't there. You worked with Miss Joshi, worked with Miss Mehta. You just made sure that you worked beautifully. So Rumi class, I'm proud of you. Lovely positive energy. Misa and John Lennon, I know you talked to me about your Grange sticker design, and it's fantastic that you're working on that. CC Power Grange sticker design. So I'm really looking forward to receiving your design. Draw it for me and bring it to me. And all our grandchildren who welcome new children and make them feel safe and happy. Oh, that is so wonderful. And actually, one of those new children is Cride, and you've made a great start, and well done, all children, for looking after everybody who's new and everybody being kind at Grange. Thank you. Look, there's our power wiggle. So what's our character strength focus today? We are going to talk about the power of listening, good listening. Now, a lot of people just think you should listen. like teachers, educators, parents, carers, they always say, listen, listen, listen. But we're going to talk about how to use the power of listening. And remember our superpowers at Grange. We do CC walking. When we do CC walking, that means we are up for embracing the challenge. We are going to live our best life. When we do star sitting, we are saying, oh my goodness, I am learning. I am making progress. And each one of us says, I have to do my best. Nobody can do my best for me. I have to do it. And I'm going to become great. So, listening facts. Well, that was quite interesting. I think apparently what is really interesting, let me just look in my book over here. I was reading this amazing book, and there were some amazing facts about listening. Page 164, I think it was, and it was all about listening. So I'm going to find that in a moment. I'm listening. Right. Oh, so this is what they said over here, that actually, if you actually look, we spend 80% of our time listening while communicating. So when we're talking to somebody, we're communicating with them, 80% of that time, even if we're speaking, we're listening. Because you're not always listening with your ears, you're listening with your eyes, you're watching people, you're seeing how they're listening to you, you're seeing what they're saying. So they talk about how important it is. Also, it says that about 80% of the time that we're awake, we're communicating. We're saying something to somebody, even not with words. We're telling people something. They're telling us something. We're communicating 80% of the time. And 45% of that 80% of the time that we're awake, that we're communicating, 45% of that is spent listening. So it's just like listening is like so much of our lives. It's so important. And I've put over here, if we really want to do good listening, it's not enough to just say, I'm going to do good listening. We need to listen with confidence, and we need to listen with consideration. And you might be thinking, Mr. Kerbal, what are you talking about now? We know CC walking, we know star sitting, CC sitting, but what is listening with, what's CC listening? Listening with confidence and listening with consideration. Well, when you are doing CC listening, when you are doing confidence listening, the first thing you have to think about is, am I safe? Now, I'm not saying that you have to be worried. It's just really important that what you're doing is you are thinking, am I safe? Remember, we all had the pants lessons, that privates are privates, and we learned about that, and no means no. And we learned with the pants lessons how to keep ourselves safe. So when you're listening to somebody, you also just need to know, I need to keep myself safe. And if they're asking me to do something that is not good for me, that is not safe for me, then I'm going to stop listening. Maybe I'll go speak to a trusted adult. Maybe I'll just get away, so that I'll just move away so that I'm not listening anymore if I'm not safe. What does listening with consideration mean? That means if somebody's telling me something, I really listen to them. I open my mind and I focus and I say, okay, tell me your story. I'll listen to you properly. Tell me what you are saying to me, and I'll listen to you properly. And that is CC listening. CC listening is when I'm confident enough to make my own good choices, and I'm confident enough to listen so that I learn and make progress. So next time you see me, say, Mr. Kerbal, I am doing really great listening, but look what I did. I have got a challenge for the adults. So children, track the adults in the room, see the teacher, see the educator. If you're listening with your parent or your carer, look at them and say, this is a challenge for you, teacher, educator. This is your challenge. So what's going to happen is I have made a special class chart listening star student award, and I have given 8 points for that. Now, when I'm looking for my next assembly, I'm going to look which teacher, which educator is really, really listening to me now, and going to teach good listening by recognizing good listening. So when they see children doing good listening, they say, yes, well done. Here's a class chart listening point, and not anything else. So not gold, ruby, sapphire, listening star student. And it's only for this week I want to see. So this is Teacher Educator Challenge. So children, are you going to help me to help the adults of Grange work hard to help you to learn good listening, to listen with confidence so that you keep yourself safe and you make good choices, and to listen with consideration so that you learn and make progress. So that's your feedback forum. If you pause the video now and have a little chat with your adults in the room, first of all, what does good listening look like? And how do you become a champion listener? And then maybe the adults even want to talk to you about how maybe they can do brilliantly in the Headteacher Grange Adult Listening Challenge. So who were our stars of the week? Well, our stars of the week were Isabella and Teuta and Dario, and the whole of John Lennon class got gold, and Clayton and Yusufar and Danya and Mesk and Elia and Rada. Well done to you, gold stars. Class champion are Saraji and Rumi, KJ and Rumi, Houston and Rumi, Isaac in Malala, Sarah A in Malala, Yasin in Malala, Nazanin in John Lennon, Maisa in John Lennon, Mesk in John Lennon, Adam in John Lennon. And in Greta Thunberg, you're listening, Greta Thunberg, Amaya and Abdul Jabbar and Ilham and Zara and Zainab, well done. And in Alan Turing, it was Dario and Moaz and Harris and Youssef, well done to you. So all together, all of us in 1 week, and actually I did this very early this morning, so actually we haven't even counted the Friday yet. I have to remember next week when I do the assembly, I'll count the Friday points. 11,526 CC power points, which is brilliant. Now, we said classy class. Well, Greta Thunberg, well done, 485. But Rumi class, brilliant. And John Lennon class, you have just been amazing since autumn 2. So well done. Give yourselves a pat on the back, John Lennon class. Rumi class, feel really confident. And Greta Thunberg, be proud of yourselves for really staying consistent over there. And Alan Turing and Malala class, we're looking for you to come into classy class. So we are powerful. We know that at Grange. We are kind, all of us at Grange. We are loved, all of us at Grange. And we are Grange. And we are going to make it. So we have had the reindeer visit us. We have a dinosaur book went to Malala class for their classiest class. And the pop-up tent went to John Lennon class. You need to let me know, John Lennon class, if you've opened it and seen what it looks like. So let's give ourselves a CC salute. Confidence for myself. Look at our beautiful world. Consideration for the world around me. Remember the adults listening challenge to give those class charts listening points. We've got to help all our adults to do that. Let's be great. Let's be Grange. Let's live our lives with confidence and consideration. Let's be good listeners so we make good choices and improve and make progress. Let's enjoy the learning ahead. Be safe and happy. Let's learn together, respect each other, achieve our potential. Let's be great. Let's be Grange.